everybody. Good to see you guys. I hope y'all are doing well. Thank you guys so much for being in here. All right, let's go in and say hello to everybody. Hello, Digger Duck. Good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Silver Girl. I hope you're doing good, honey. Good to see you. And hello, Paper Cat Tina. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing good, darling. All right, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe. I always go over what we're going to go over for the live, and I figured, this is kind of important for people, to hear. They're like heartwarming. Stories of gratitude is what we're going to talk about tonight. Tonight we're going to be going over stories of gratitude. I think this is important to our well-being and mental health. Be more grateful and have gratitude every day. Hashtags gratitude, gratefulness, grateful, awareness, support, mental health, well-being, be yourself, kindness, thoughts, stories, psychology, positivity, positive attitude, and community. All right, guys. I was just letting you guys know too that they fixed my monetization. I still you can do super chats and thanks and stuff like that now. I just can't do memberships yet until I send in the code or whatever that they send me in the mail. Hello, Digger Duck. Good to see you, sweetheart. But yeah, I was just letting you guys know I had to turn in my ID, but then I had to show proof of my new address. And so they're going to send me something in the mail. And then after I put that information in, then I should be able to get memberships. All right. Just letting you guys know. All right. Let's see. Hope y'all are having a wonderful Monday. Thank you, Paper Cat, honey. All right. It's just, kind of short stories to lift everybody's, spirits and let people know, be more grateful, have more gratitude, very important. These are some of our topic nights. So I figured, why not talk about something a little bit different, but something that's very important that everybody needs is gratitude. All right, this is from Psychology Today. It says, enjoy every peach. There won't be more tomorrow. And with, in the United States, it's getting ready to become fall time, or autumn, or however you want to call it. It's getting cooler. So I figured that this was some useful information because it talks about September, and then it talks about basically the seasons changing. So we're getting ready to go over it. This was posted September the 14th, 2023, just a couple of days ago, guys. It says personal perspective. Don't forfeit your heart and mind. Focus on what matters. And this is a little blog, which I think is the gratitude story. I think is really interesting. It says, my first thought when September rolled around was that I hadn't eaten enough peaches this summer. It says, I had enjoyed an amazing watermelon or two, some honest to goodness ripened in the field tomatoes, and a couple of freshly picked ears of local corn, which brought tears to my eyes. Hello, Ghost Devil. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Mama Ghost wanted to know, or Mama Digger wanted to know where you were at. I said, Mama Ghost, Lord have mercy. I'll get it right here in a minute, guys. Shoo, Lord. It's been a long day. It says, in the abundance that is always summer, I have not celebrated the once a year, only in the summertime, joy of eating my fill of perfect peaches. It says, eat the peaches before they're gone, and there's a picture of peaches. It says, 2 days later, while driving to a repair shop in an adjoining town, it has truly been that kind of everything. Breaking down summer, complete with the added insult of ants in our kitchen. My husband spied an Amish, farm stand beckoning us to stop. The farm display was a cacophony of summer with overflowing boxes of tight-skinned, ripe red tomatoes, baskets of perfectly round, unblemished peaches, mounds of just picked that morning corn on the cob, and a jumble of football-sized cantaloupes scattered on a table. Hello, Truth Seeker. Good to see you, sweetheart. Hope you're doing good, honey. My husband went for the tomatoes. I headed for the peaches. These are the last of the peaches. They won't be any more tomorrow, the farmer called out as I began to fill my bag. There won't be any more tomorrow. His warning made me stop and think about all I'd missed this summer while caught up in the worry of the world and just too much busyness. Ain't that the truth? I choose 2 more peaches to add in my bag. I picked out a dozen in all, big baseball-sized Golden Globes of the best summer. I began making a mental plan to save some sliced for breakfast as soon as they had turned slightly soft to the touch, then cook the rest in a biscuit top cobbler. Peach cobbler, I can't even talk. Peach cobbler is meant to be shared. It is a dish that signifies everything that is good about friendship and summertime. I put another peach in my bag to be sure I had enough for company. Then began dreaming about what I'd make for one more summer supper: fresh corn on the cob and some green beans tossed with roast sweet tomatoes, all drenched in olive oil and generously seasoned with salt and pepper, tomato salad, chilled cantaloupe soup, and of course peach cobbler. It's gonna make you guys hungry. Some of that stuff I don't eat. So the peaches were picked this morning, last of the harvest. They're hard as rocks, the man in the Amish hat said as he watched me fill my bags. Don't put them in the refrigerator. Let them ripen on your kitchen counter. Every summer seems to have a way of slipping by you without much of howdy do or by the way warning. This summer was a goner from the first hot day of June. I was peeved that I had allowed this summer to slip by unnoticed and unappreciated. As we paid for our peaches, tomatoes, and last-minute choice of cantaloupe, I thought about everything that happened in the world this summer: drought, floods, fires, tornadoes, hurricanes, and earthquakes. In addition to some pretty alarming political upheaval, the list was staggering, and I realized that I have let all that fill my mind, which had made it hard to appreciate anything: a day at the pool with our grandchildren, and not counting the fireflies in our backyard, or a trip to a local farmer's market to find more peaches. I had let the easy joys of summer pass me by. Life is all about choices and about digging our heels in and making conscious choices rather than letting the constant steam of chaos and self-imposed worry carry us binding along from sunrise to sunset, summer to fall. Having missed some of the best summers has to offer made me realize I needed to shift some priorities in my life and refocus on the everyday joys of living. When David Letterman asked singer-songwriter Warren Zevon if he had any advice for living a good life, he answered, enjoy every sandwich. Okay, enjoy every sandwich. Well, I guess that's a good answer. Says wise words. Hello, Silver Girl. Good to see you, sweetie. I hope you're doing well. It's really all about peaches. All about peaches and the fact that it's September and there won't be any more tomorrow. Instead, there will be sweet potatoes, fat pumpkins, and a chance to go to a local orchard with our children and grandchildren to pick more apples than we could possibly eat, with the hope that there will be enough left over for at least one big pie or my biggest casserole dish overflowing with maple syrup, tossed apple crisp. Wow. I'm taking Severin's sage advice. I'm not going to let autumn roll by without tasting and sharing everything it has to offer. I hope you do the same. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, guys. They're not very long. And then here's another one. It says, gratitude. When our shadow side emerges, gratitude may help. If we keep our shadow side hidden, seeing it in others can be unnerving. Key points. Understanding our shadow side can be complicated. If you dislike a person, consider whether they may be a reflection of an aspect of your own personality. While self-reflection is valuable, it is important to protect yourself if the person is disturbing your peace. There are aspects to the personalities of other people that we may find annoying or disturbing. It is often best if we can just ignore them. However, too often we are tempted to replay their actions or behavior in our minds and rehearse the perfect cynical remark to make the next time we see them. Both psychoanalyst Carl Gustav Jung and literature professor Joseph Campbell wrote a lecture about what is often referred to as the dark side of our personality. Ironically, what we find unnerving in others can often be a reflection of our own dark or shadow side. This can be an aspect of our personality that remains hidden or that we wish to remain hidden. Jung noted, the man who is unconscious of himself acts in blind, instinctive way, and is in addition fooled by all the illusions that arise when he sees everything conscious that he is not conscious of it in himself coming to meet him from outside and projections upon his neighbor. From a clinical and academic perspective, understanding our shadow side can be complicated. And from a personal perspective, it is a challenge, according to Campbell. The shadow is, so to say, the blind spot in your nature. It's that which you won't look about it yourself. Our own shadow might not have characteristics of the actual dark triad, narcissism, Machiavellism, and psychopathy, but we may still have disturbing traits too often seen within work environments. A workplace with leaders who are aggressive, controlling, and demeaning, or willing to sabotage can be toxic. If such behavior remains unchecked, it can lead to reduction in productivity. How do we recognize our own shadow side? When we take an immediate dislike to a person, we should consider asking ourselves if they might offer a reflection of our aspect of our own personality. Even if we have overcome the aspect of our own personality, perhaps a negative trait, we may not want to be reminded of that. We may run into our shadow side when we come in contact with a person who most angers, annoys, or irritates us. Hello, Evie. Good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you're doing well. Hello, hippie grandma. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing good. In one of my early books, I read a section inspired by Morton Kelsey's The Other Side of Silence. When you are in the company of someone who unnerves and angers you, by taking a good look at yourself and reflecting on certain questions may be an eye-opener. It's okay, hippie grandma. Hello, mermaid. Good to see you, honey. I hope you're doing well, sweetheart. What do I most dislike about this person? Does this person appear to be holding up a mirror reflecting traits in myself that I would rather not see? Does this person remind me of an aspect of my own personality that I'm ashamed of or wish to keep hidden? What aspects of that other person are we a part of our own shadow side? How have I tamed or am I working to tame those negative traits in my own personality? Gratitude when your peace is disturbed. While self-reflection is valuable, if the person is disturbing your peace, protect yourself. When the red flags fly, step back and ponder the situation before reacting to it. Respect your inner voice. It may be that this person is too needy and will snap your energy, or they may be someone who will turn out to be harmful to you. If so, stay away as best as possible. Doing good, honey. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope your girls are doing good. Rise above the negativity. When you are with a person or in a situation that rubs you the wrong way, think of ways to detach yourself. In some ways, finding a bit of gratitude in a situation can be helpful. Be grateful that you can walk away. Be grateful that you can keep silent. Be grateful that you are or were able to overcome negative traits. When you answer these questions honestly, you will see how the struggle between your higher nature and your shadow side can be distressing. On those days, you will have the most difficulty with gratitude. Acknowledge this and move on so you can reclaim your serenity. See, it's not really long. They're not really long at all, guys. And then I have one more. This is Finding Your Joy, a story of gratitude. This is from medium.com. Everybody goes through seasons of life. Some seasons are great and some are difficult. Through it all, however, we get to decide how we react. It's always our choice. Do we persevere through our challenges? Do we choose gratitude? Do we choose happiness? Some of the most admired people in the world had to endure tremendous hardship for a reason of their life, or in some cases, the majority of their adult life. And here's some examples of some of them, guys. Nelson Mandela served 27 years in prison. Imagine the mental battle of 27 years in prison and the choices he had to make in order to persevere. Was it hard at times? You bet. But he used the time to develop his mind and character. Martin Luther King was arrested 26 times, and that only scratches the surface of the challenges he and many others had to endure in the fight for equality. Mahatma Gandhi was sentenced to 6 years in prison after organizing a nonviolent protest that turned violent. Gandhi was horrified by the violence, yet served his sentence and continued to inspire his people and his movement. Helen Keller learned to appreciate so much of life and accomplished more than most, despite not being able to see or hear from the age of 2 years old. Lance Armstrong launched the Live Strong movement after battling cancer. Walt Disney endured failure time after time early in his career before finally achieving breakthrough. The list can go on, and you might ask, what does this have to do with gratitude? A lot. As we face the challenges that life can bring our way, we need to make a choice about how we're going to react. If we aren't able to keep hope, accept what is, and experience gratitude, it's hard to move forward. We can't always know what the current session of life is going to provide for us later on. A story of gratitude. Here's another story, guys. Anthony Ray Hinton spent 30 years on death row for a crime he didn't commit. He was working in a locked factory at the time of the crime he was being accused of. The police told him he would be going to jail because he was black. Wow. His time in jail was spent in solitary confinement in a 5-by-7-foot cell, allowing out only 1 hour a day, but Hinton quickly became a friend and counselor to other inmates and the death row guards, many of whom begged Hinton's attorney to get him out. A unanimous Supreme Court ruling ordered his release, and he was able to walk free. In an interview, he is quoted saying, "One does not know the value of freedom until it is taken away. People run out of the rain. I run into the rain. I am so grateful for every drop just to feel it on my face." Wow. Hinton was later interviewed on 60 Minutes. The interviewer asked if he was angry at the people who put him in jail. He said he forgave them all. Wow. The interviewer asked, "But they took 30 years of your life. How can you not be angry?" Hinton responded, "If I'm angry and unforgiven, they would have taken the rest of my life." The world didn't give you your joy. How much of your life have you spent angry or unforgiving for far less suffering or for circumstances out of anyone's control? Unfortunately, many spend part of their life angry or unforgiving of themselves. Hinton is a strong example of the ability to respond with joy and gratitude despite horrendous circumstances. He quoted in another interview, and this is a book. It says, this is a book that he wrote. How I Found Life and Freedom on Death Row. The Sun Does Shine, Anthony Ray Hinton, with Laura Love Harden. Says the world didn't give you your joy and the world can't take it away. You can let people come into your life and destroy it, but I refuse to let anyone take my joy. I wake up in the morning and I don't need anyone to make me laugh. I'm going to laugh on my own because I've been blessed to see another day. And when you're blessed to see another day, that should automatically give you joy. You're welcome, mermaid honey. You're welcome, sweetheart. The challenge, find gratitude every day. There's something to be grateful for every day, as Hinton says. Simply seeing another day is something to be grateful for. The good Lord gave us another day to live. Something to be grateful for that, guys. Sometimes the hardest part is building the awareness. If we're not careful, we go through each day and each week as machines, repeating the same behaviors and tasks. We rarely stop and bring awareness to each moment, each day, and the things that we should be grateful for. What if we set a reminder each day this week? Oh, sorry, guys. To bring more awareness to building our gratitude muscle. Set a reminder on your phone. Find a wallpaper image for your phone, or my favorite, pick a doorway in your home and hang a sign on it that says, be grateful. Touch it every time you walk through the door. We spend too much time living in the past and dwelling on the things that went wrong. This poisons our actions in the moment and slows our momentum for the future. Gratitude does not make us complacent. It allows us to experience more hope and more abundance in life. We attract more good in our life when we focus on the good that surrounds us now. Go out and get it. To your success will. Which is, let's see. Oh no, let me see, guys. Will Krieger says, professional researcher, listener, and observer. When you poke life, something great happens. Wow. Hold on, guys. I'm going to pull up another one. Because it's awfully short. I will make that. I mean, I've only been talking for 25 minutes, so it's awfully short. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can find another one for you guys. Give me just a second. Bear with me. I'm still here. Give me just a second, guys. Let's see. Let's see what this one is. Okay. Hold on just a second, guys. Paper Cats, you always flirting with Nightbot, honey. Let's see. All right, guys. I know he is. I know he is, honey. Okay. All right. This is one of them that I had saved. I have another one saved too. It's just I just like to hear like stories, you know, kind of like life lesson stories, or it makes you think. This one is today I want to share a short story with you about gratitude. I wish I could make it bigger, guys, but I can't. Even if I did it full screen, it's still little. But I'm just going to go over it with you guys. It says, a blind boy sat on the steps of a building with his hat by his feet. He held up a sign which read, I'm blind, please help. There were only a few coins in the hat, spare change from folks as they hurried past. A man was walking by. He took a few coins from his pocket and dropped them into the hat. And he then took the sign, turned it around, and wrote some words. Then he put the sign back in the boy's hand so everyone who walked by would see his new words. Soon the hat began to fill up. A lot more people were giving money to the blind boy. This afternoon, the man who had changed his sign returned to see how things were. The boy recognized his footsteps and asked, "Were you the one who changed my sign this morning? What did you write?" The man said, "I only wrote the truth. I said what you said, but in a different way." Says, I wrote, "Today is a beautiful day, but I cannot see it." Wow. Both signs spoke the truth, but the first sign simply said he was a boy. He was the boy, said the boy was blind, while the second sign conveyed to everyone walking by how grateful they should be to see. Wow. When your life seems full of troubles, it seems difficult to maintain an attitude of gratitude, doesn't it? All we see are our problems, like a blackened storm cloud casting a dark shadow over our lives. And the time when everything just seems to be going smoothly, we often take these precious moments for granted too, don't we? Caught up in the bliss, comfort, and familiarity of it all, we can simply forget to be thankful. So, what then is gratitude? Simply put, gratitude is a habit, it's a way of looking at the world and all the good things in it with a feeling of appreciation, regardless of whether or not your current situation is to your liking. Gratitude is a heart centered approach to being at peace with yourself and with all you have. When you practice this feeling of gratitude, it attracts even more things into your life for which to be grateful. Go ahead, try it out right now. What or who do you have in your life to be thankful for? Until next time, keep tapping, which is Nick. Wow. That story was pretty heartwarming, guys. Like I said, like I always tell you guys, you never know what somebody's going through. You have no idea. You have no idea, guys. All right. Let's get right here. Hello, crazy lady. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. All right. It says 5 real life gratitude stories to inspire you. Read the most inspirational journeys through gratitude. It says practicing gratitude is a life-changing habit that takes commitment. We have to keep pushing ourselves every day to take time to feel kind of boost, but doing well. Oh, I hear you, girl. We have to keep pushing ourselves every day to take time to feel great. And in initial days, it's important to have sources of inspiration around us that give us a picture of how these small steps will bring big changes to our mindset. One of the best ways to feel inspired and motivated is to look at other people who changed their life for the better by embracing the magic of gratitude. To read such stories every day, make sure you use the Daily Zen section of Gratitude app. Here are 5 real life stories of how practicing gratitude can change your life. Hello, Night Demon. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Stories of gratitude. Chili's story. Gratitude will open the heart. What? I don't mind it, guys. And then you got to go to sleep. You got school tomorrow. Hey, guys. Trini said hi, guys. All right. And it says, so I was meditating at the time. And in my meditation practice, I asked for guidance. I asked, what can I do to help me? Well, I'll go through this with my husband and with my children. How do I stay strong? How do I get the strength? How do I do this? And then the universe said, gratitude. And at first I was like, what? Gratitude? No, are you mocking me? Universe, my whole world is falling apart and you're telling me to do gratitude. And I initially said, no, thanks. But the thing is, I love how the universe is persistent and it kept showing me gratitude. It was showing up in my books. It was showing up in my conversations. It was showing up when I read my social media posts. It was just gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. So finally I thought, okay, I will give gratitude a try. So I went looking for something, and that's when I found the gratitude app. And then I started doing the gratitude. Okay, we're going to read her full story, guys. Hold on 1 minute. Let me see where I'm at. All right, guys. Says Sheiling's story, gratitude will open the heart. When this happened, I ended up getting a flashback of my childhood to the time when my mother passed when I was 12 years old. Wow. Now, this might be a sad one, guys. This might be a sad one, guys. So hold on a minute. Give me just a second, guys. Yeah, there we go. I'm putting the trigger warning up just in case, guys. Okay. This one might be a sad one. I'm trying not to make it not as sad as possible, guys. So trigger warning is scrolling at the bottom of the screen just in case. So Shealing, I'll start where I was when I started to look for gratitude. I am married. I have 2 kids, but in 2009, I feel like I became a single mom with 3 kids because my husband got diagnosed with a disability. He basically has spinal cord damage on the back, and as a result of this damage, he was losing connection to his body. Oh my gosh! So he was losing his ability to walk, to run. He couldn't feel his hands. He was in a lot of pain. I got really scary at the end because we were worried that he would not be able to walk anymore because walking was not something automatic. It was something he had to think about every time. He had to tell his right leg to move forward. Wow. It was a very trying time in our lives, and I remember that it took 6 months of testing before we even figured out what was wrong. So when I finally found out, I felt my whole world had fallen apart because what they said was surgery will stop the deterioration. But will he get better? We cannot promise you. He may just stay where he is right now, and that will be how he lives, or he may recover. He may get stuff back. So we're like, oh my gosh. And I knew that this wasn't something that's going to fix itself in a week or a month. This is something that we're going to have to deal with for a couple of years. This is going to be years. And I'm like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to be there for my husband, be there for my kids, find strength every day to do this? So when this happened, I ended up getting a flashback of my childhood to the time when my mother passed when I was 12 years old. And before she died, there were a couple of things that happened. One of them was we were in a home, y'all get what I'm saying, home. My father was a man. By the time I was 9 years old, I had already been to 2 shelters with my mother. So by the third time, she was like, your father's not changing. We have to leave for our own safety. We have to get out of this house and away from your father. But because of his violent nature, and because as a woman working from home, there are all these things working against you, my mom said, we have to do this in silence. I'm going to be working overtime. I'm going to be seeing lawyers. I'm telling you this so you can support me, and I need you to cover for me. I need you to wash your sister and brother. I need you to pick them up from school. I need you to make dinner for them while I go out and do this. Wow. So I did all these things. And then she got sick. She got diagnosed with breast cancer and then passed. Aw. And we never left. We didn't get to. And then I had to deal with my father for 4 years. She passed when I was only 12, and I had to put up with his stuff until I was 16. Wow. And then at 16 years old, I left home because I had enough. So when I got the news about my husband, I remembered my mom. I finally understood why she got sick. She took on too much. She was trying to do all of this. She was trying to work. She was trying to take care of the family. She was trying to save us. She was doing all this because she didn't take care of herself. She put everything into her family, into everyone around her. She didn't put anything into herself. And I understand now that's why she got sick. She took on too much and her body gave up. Like, there's only so much one person can handle, right? And so I remember that. And what came to me was, if I'm going to make it through this with my husband and my kids, if I don't want to end up like my mother, I have to do things differently. I must take care of myself first if I'm going to do this. So I was meditating at the time in my meditation practice. I asked for guidance. I asked, what can I do to help me? While I go through this with my husband, with my children, how do I stay strong? How do I get strength? How do I do this? And the universe said, gratitude. At first, I was like, what? Gratitude? No. Are you marking me? Universe, my whole world's falling apart and you're telling me to gratitude. And I initially said, no thanks. But the thing is, I love how the universe is persistent and it kept me showing me gratitude. It was showing up in my books. It was showing up in my conversations. It was showing up when I read my social media posts. It was just gratitude, 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 which I just read over, but I don't know where this was at in this personal like blog, guys. So I finally thought, okay, I would give gratitude a try. So I went looking for something, and that's when I found the gratitude app. And then I started doing the gratitude. But I took one step further because in the beginning, when you start something new, like taking care of my husband the first few months, it was okay because I knew what was happening. I expected it. But when you have to do something for a long period of time, it wears on you. And I found that once I hit about the 3 to 4 month mark of his recovery journey after the pressure, I felt the negativity starting coming in. The doubts started coming in. Like, is he ever going to get better? How do I have to live like this? It's been 3 months. It's been 4 months. It's been 6 months. And so on these days, I actually took gratitude a step further. I would actually sit with gratitude until I felt something shift in my heart. What I learned during that time was there's gratitude up here, pointing to her head. You can say, I'm grateful for my home, for example, right? But do you really mean it? And how do you get up there, pointing to her heart so that you can feel it? So I developed a couple of techniques and I call them 5 mantras. And basically 3 mantras help you shift, and they're all gratitude based mantras. So for instance, one of them is 8 to go deep. And that is, if you really want to be grateful, pick something and find at least 8 things to be grateful for about that one thing. And what I found is the magic number is 5. The first 4 that you do, for instance, a home. I'm grateful for my home because it provides shelter, because it provides this and it provides this and it provides this. But I find that once you get to the 5th entry, you find yourself going, what else am I grateful about this one thing? And the last 3 of your entries are magic entries because they force you to go deep. It's easy to find a bunch of things, but when you're really needing to find more, that's when you can feel gratitude. Sorry, guys. So that was one of them. The other one that I would tell myself is the other one that I created, just like me. And this one is to remind you that you're not alone. Sometimes we get so stuck in our pain. We feel like the universe is punishing us. We feel like no one else knows my pain. I'm all alone and you want to connect. And if you just remember the mantra, just like me, then you'll remember that you're not alone. That whatever you're going through, there's somebody out there who's experiencing something very similar to you, or maybe the exact same thing. I'm not the only one who lost a mother. Tons of people have been diagnosed with cancers. Lots of people have disabilities. So I've learned to rely on these. And I've used these for the last 2 years to help me get through this time with my husband. But the beautiful, beautiful thing about gratitude, as a result of all the trauma that I experienced in my childhood, my mom, my dad, the broken family, I've been living with bitterness and resentment for so long in my life. And the thing is, I've done therapy. I've done self-help books. I really tried to work on my past and release and let go everything go. But the one thing that always stuck in this bitterness. Why did this happen? Why is the world so mean to me? How come I've lost so much? I've never been able to kind of let go and release, and they've always haunted me. They've always been following me all these years, and after doing gratitude for 2 years consistently, what I've noticed is the bitterness is now gone. I just woke up one day and I'm like, I don't have that thing in my chest anymore. I don't feel like life is unfair. I don't. I'm okay with everything what happened to me when I was 16 to finally be able to say that, wow. I didn't know gratitude can heal. That's when I made a decision that gratitude needs to be shared. We need to tell. We need to educate people on this tool. So many people are paying therapists, psychiatrists, taking these drugs. And I know the answer is right here in gratitude. You just need to learn how to use it. That's my mission. My mission is to teach others how to use gratitude and to remind them of the power of gratitude through my story. Gratitude will give you strength when you're going through a challenging time, but gratitude will also heal. And those are my two messages. So, hence, I made my own gratitude course. So, that is my gratitude journey. All right, guys. And there's a couple more, guys. Hey, Rick, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Marcus's story, My Children. I'm just going to go ahead and open it up instead of reading this so I don't read it twice. Marcus' story, My Children. I'm a very grateful person these days. It wasn't always like that. I'm Marcus. I'm a very grateful person these days. It wasn't always like that. My story is basically I had a terrifying drug addiction for most of my life. And during most of that, I was pretty ungrateful for many things that I should have been grateful for. But my vision and my perception, everything was so clouded. So, yeah, I was very negative. I was very depressed, almost even unalived at certain points of it. And I wasn't a happy person at all. It was all dark. Or it was dark, I'm sorry. And towards the end, it became extremely dark. It really wasn't a nice place, wasn't a nice feeling. And today, I'm talking about gratitude and the impact that it had on my life. And one of the first things I did when I surrendered to the fact that my life could not go on this way, I couldn't kid myself no more. I joined this fellowship, and one of the things that were suggested to do, especially for newcomers like me, was to write a gratitude list of 10 things that you're grateful for every morning or every evening or at any point. And when I started doing this, I was told not to just suddenly stop the substance I was taking, because when I tried to do that a couple of times, I had quite severe fits and seizures. And I was told that these are very dangerous and I might not actually come out of them. So I was told try to gradually medicate myself. I wasn't in a position to put myself in a proper medical facility. I didn't have the money, and I was at a very critical point. So when I first started my gratitude, I was still in the midst of all that madness. And my gratitude list was pretty sparse. It was like a little withered tree. By the grace of God, I still had a roof over my head. I still had food to eat. So those were the things I was massively grateful for. I was grateful for the air that I was breathing. I continued with it. It was something that I never ever forgot to do when I didn't sleep properly at that time either. Quite often my plan was to do it in the morning. It was on a WhatsApp group. I would have normally submitted my list about 4 o'clock in the morning. I just had nothing to do, and I'll just be thinking that this one thing that I've got to do, because you can't start doing the other work until you actually got clean. In my work with the fellowship I was doing, the main thing was your gratitude list and reaching out to other people. I continued with my list, and I started being able to notice more and more stuff to be grateful for. The attitude of gratitude started developing, and it did take some practice. The first little while, it seemed a bit like it wasn't going anywhere, but given how far or how long I've been ungrateful for, to how quickly this attitude of gratitude was able to develop, and is just incredible. And the changes I've experienced in my mind, I'm grateful. I just have to take one step, and there's just a whole mildred of new things to be grateful for. And I love life. And if you said this to me 6 months ago, that this is how you're going to feel, and this is what every day is going to be like, I would have laughed. I continue with my gratitude list. They developed as they grew. At some point, a few months in, I finally managed to get completely clean. Good for you, whoever you are. I did that all by myself without any medical assistance. Very suddenly, just overnight, I decided one more time to just go for it, even though it was against my advice of the medical people. And this time I didn't have a seizure and the fits. That was a massive thing on my list. I said it was like 24 hours, and all the other people in the group said, yeah, wonderful. For me, that was a massive thing just to get through 24 hours. It's hundreds of days now, but the first day I was so grateful for that. And I was speaking to other people in the fellowship, and someone introduced me to Gratitude app. And I thought, yeah, that seems pretty cool. I've got photographs on there. I will read up the daily sentence. I make 1 or 2 entries every single day to the app, and I love having that. That's the first thing I do in the morning is I get up and I go to my knees and I pray. And then the next thing I do is write my gratitude list. And then to put on this WhatsApp group. There are lots of other people that appreciate seeing it. Because a lot of people in the group don't actually like to submit something themselves. They just like to read other people's stuff. So I always do that. And I love how the app prompts me all throughout the day. It'll just have little questions, little prompts, and it just sets off like these little neurological paths. Oh, yeah, actually, though. But I do have to be grateful, and that worked out quite nicely. I had to complete transformation of my mind. So the first thing I'm grateful for is God. I do think the next one thing of attitude is attitude of gratitude. Because that thing that flipped my mind from complete negativity I'm talking about. And so I just got a massive smile on my face and I feel like I could carry on for the next 2 hours. I'm grateful every single day. And I realized my life was always like this. I always had this amount of stuff to be grateful for, but I missed it. I had this other set of glasses on and I couldn't see any of it. There are things I could complain about, I guess, but that's all I need to focus on in the past. And now I can focus on the positive things. And I will say every step I take, as soon as I open the door, as soon as I come back home, there's just so much stuff to be grateful for. It's wonderful. And I love my life now. I love God. I love my life. I love everyone. I used to. It sounds painful to say, but I used to hate everyone. I used to hate myself. I used to hate everybody else. I was an angry person. Hey, Truth Teller Jacqueline. That's how it was, and it's completely different. I got lots of dear friends I met in recent times. My old friendship has came back because a lot of people were very worried about me. People that really did love me, but they couldn't be around me. My close family stayed closest, but from an arm's distance. Now, I'm quite a popular person. My days are full. I have to go to work, obviously. As soon as I'm finished working phone calls, I've got people coming around, people who want me to go out. And these are just all the things I can be grateful for. So now it's like whenever the app pops up with a little question, I take it quite seriously. I feel like sometimes when I could just scroll through the list, I'm like, wow, there are pictures and this and that, and it's just full of love and smiles and gratitude. And I just think, wow, this is amazing. I'm not exaggerating when I say it has been absolute key. And it is one of the first things that has taken me from a really terrifying place. Now I'm in Sunny Meadow with those rainbows, and may this continue. All right, guys. I think there's 3 more, guys. Stefan's story, the turning point. Oh, let me get something to drink. Stefan's story, the turning point. I literally ran out of money. I lost everything. I was preparing to not survive. Stefan, so my journey to gratitude began 4 years ago when I was in a very, very dark period in my life. Nothing was going right. I had lost 2 opportunities for employment. I was part of a startup where I was forced out of the startup essentially. And so I just started feeling my life is just going down the drain. It's like I've accomplished nothing. I don't feel good about myself. I don't feel good about my relationships. I don't feel like I trust anyone in my life. Who do I turn to? What do I do? And it was at that point where I sought a good friend of mine who said, don't rush, no to judgment here. Don't try to do something that you're going to regret later. And I knew that what she meant by that. She talked me down from the ledge as if it were she was a friend of hers who is a therapist. David was very, very helpful to me in processing what's going on and how to try and transition to a better place. It was April of 2018 when I found the gratitude app. And when I started to understand the importance of gratitude and the fact that I can breathe, that I can have a beautiful apartment, that I live in a beautiful community. that even though my financial situation and my employment situation wasn't very good, and it was really, really hard for me, I didn't know whether or not I was going to make it. There were still things I could be grateful for. I could be grateful for my friends who are being supportive. I could be grateful for David and Anne, who stepped up at my darkest point. I mean, if I only pointed to one moment that I could be grateful for, that would be it. That was the turning point. So I always tell Anne that her intervention was a turning point that she orchestrated, and that I will be forever grateful that she gave me this second chance to rebuild my life. So I started to come out of it. I sought out counseling. I joined a group in which I could better express my feelings, and I understood the power of gratitude by just seeing what other people are going through. It's like I felt so isolated and insulted. I just didn't think about the problem that others were facing, in some cases worse than mine. I began my journey into using gratitude every day. I combine it with prayer and meditation. I do it every morning and every night. I have a gratitude list, which I read every morning and every night, of the things, the big things that I'm grateful for. I express gratitude really at any point during the day. Like just last week, I couldn't get my smartphone to work for Google Pay to pay for a cup of coffee. And this total stranger came up to me and said, "Let me buy your coffee for you." And I said, "Oh, you don't have to do that. I'll just go out and ask my friend for it." He said, "No, I want to do this." And so for the second lesson, I learned accepting gratitude, accepting when people want to do something for you. Because as much as we can be grateful for the actions and the small and big things that happen to us, we also have to be open to receiving them. I could have easily walked away and said, "No, no, no, I'm not going to accept your gesture here." Instead, I said, "I'm so grateful for this. Thank you so very much. I really, really appreciate it." And I was thankful from the bottom of my heart. I mean, I kept talking about it for the rest of the day with my friends. I said, "You can't believe what happened." And they couldn't believe it. So that's a small indication of how my life has turned around in that way. And there have been many other examples of similar act of kindness. Where I went into a sub shop and I wanted a brownie with my order, the kid at the counter said, "Oh, just put it in the bag, just take it." And I said, "No, I should pay for it." But he said, "Don't worry about it, just take it." All right, guys. We got two more. Thank you guys so much for being in here. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe if y'all haven't done so. Also, if y'all haven't voted for who we're going to be talking about this coming up Sunday, it is in my community page. I put it in there right now. So please go over there and get your vote in so we can figure out who we are going to talk about Sunday night. That has brought a lot of positivity to people's life, encouragement, motivation. They may no longer be with us, and we keep their story alive and going. If they're still with us, we keep their story alive up until this point. All right, this one's called Susie's Story, This Wandering Mind. Here's Susie's gratitude story of dealing with the toughest times to emerge a more grateful and positive person. Susie, I had a career. I was an accountant. I worked for the federal government and for 18 and a half years. And I was doing really well. Life was good. I had everything I needed. And then I started going through schizophrenia. I didn't know it then, and I just dealt with it a little differently. The things happened. I lost my career, and then I lost my home. Wow. It wasn't easy starting over at 51, and I didn't have and at the time I didn't realize I had schizophrenia. So I went on to battle it without a diagnosis for about 6 years, and I was homeless. Hello, Deanna. Good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you're doing well. I lived homeless for a year and a half. I mean, literally under a tree at one point and with a tarp over me. That journey was terrifying because I was clueless. I didn't know how to live, and you're dirty, and it was just terrifying. But I kept in contact with my counselor, and I was diagnosed. I was taken to Boulder to a mental hospital, and they diagnosed me with schizophrenia, and I've been on Invega. It's a shot that I get once a month. And that made me turn my life around as far as schizophrenia. And I was then able to see that no, these voices aren't real, that you're seeing is not real. And I was able to put the whole tragedy into perspective and deal with it. Because, mind you, some of my visions were horrific. I mean, I thought my daughter had been abducted. I got into trouble with the law. I was banging on the neighbor's door, demanding for him to release my daughter. These were things that were going on in my head. Hello, Kenzie C. Good to see you, sweetheart. Hope you're doing well. And my counselor, I kept in touch with her real good, the best I could, because keeping any calendar back when was like it didn't happen. I missed court dates. I was a mess. And so my counselor kept saying, you got to feel gratitude. Every time I tell her something that was happening to me, she would turn it into something positive. And I used to look forward to talking to her because I'd be like, how is she going to make this positive? And she would always do it. She always kept saying, you've got to write it down. You got to give yourself a gratitude journal and write everything that you're grateful for. Wake up every morning and say 3 things that you are grateful for. And it's true. You can do it. And she said you can retain your brain. And then I come across the app. Was very, very devoted to waking up. And so it kind of fell alongside with the same concept my counselor had. As time went on, I would try to take pictures every day of things. And that way I could add it to my gratitude journal entry every morning. And before you know it, your brain is retaining itself. In my circumstances, you can look at it as poor me, but I would rather have never made that journey. I would have never met the people that I met. And there's some wonderful people out there. And I wouldn't have had the experiences I did. My daughter and I were reacquainted. She's helped me get a home. Hey, babe. Her and my sister-in-law both helped me get a home. I'm living off the streets. I'm doing much better. I've got some income coming in now, and it's just this month I'll be getting all of needing their help, and I'll be able to do it myself. I'll be able to have my rent for my own stuff. So it's just a little studio apartment, but it's all that's me and Max needs. That's my dog. So that kind of is where it is now. And just being grateful and always looking at the app does really help. And I love the new one that I have now. It helps give you little ideas to think about when you're writing. It always does. And usually I post a lot of things in my Facebook story. So that's kind of a little bit of a nutshell. All right, now our last one, guys. Number 5, Margaret's story, exercise routine for the mind. Oh, just a second, guys. Here's Margaret's story of working through depression with gratitude. Now, this one might be trigger warning, guys, so I'm going to try to, make it as quick as possible and as, like abbreviation as possible because they fixed my monetization. They had it on hold, but I turned in my ID. So I'm actually back monetized now. So I can get super chats and all that. And then when I turn in my paperwork that they send me in the mail, then I should be able to get memberships. I'm not able to get memberships yet, but as soon as I turn in that information, they should be able to unlock memberships. So I'm very, very, it says, I'm sorry, Margaret, I was SA'd as a child. Trigger warning, guys. Had quite a traumatic childhood. I actually had only about 3 memories of being a child. I have limited memories of being a teenager. I also have limited memories of any past events. So I'm very, very restricted. And when I can remember even birthdays or Christmases. So I can't remember last year's Christmas. It's just a state of mind that I live in. And his son, when I was 29, he was diagnosed at age 4 with ADHD, oppositional defiance disorder, dyslexia, and comorbid anxiety and depression at the age of 7. He had to start psychiatric medication, which made it really difficult for me to cope with his behavior at home. At that time, my husband was getting quite stressed as well. So that made our relationship quite different. or difficult. He eventually got diagnosed with depression and was on medication as well. Thank you so much, Deanna. Just going back, when my son was 4 years old, I had psychosis, which was quite traumatic, and that followed by severe depression. And I continued with severe depression since that stage. My son's now 21. Wow. We did get his behavior under control after about a year with medication, and he was fine through primary school then. But when he reached high school, he had a relapse on what was on his psych medication again, and I've been on psych medication for many years. My depression was diagnosed as PTSD, melancholic depression, and it's treatment resistant. I'm on heaps of medication, but depression is not resolved. I had an ECT and a new type of treatment called TMS, and I was still managing with the depression. Oh, I still haven't got my ID, my address on my ID, but they accepted my my ID, and I just had to take a picture of my address, and then they said when I get my new ID with the updated address on it, then I could just send it in, and then they just put it in my file. It says when I'm in the hospital, I've been hospitalized numerous times. They have group sessions, and they mention the importance of gratitude and practicing it on a regular basis. I accepted that and accepted the research, but I didn't practice it on a daily basis. After a while, I did try journaling, but I found it very difficult to journal. I just wasn't disciplined enough. But then I thought I would try again because I was getting pretty desperate with depression. So I was trying everything, and I came across this app, and I like the setup. You're all right, crazy lady, honey. I mean, I'm just glad that it's back on there because I've been monetized for a while, but they put it on hold because they needed my identification to prove that I'm not, a fake person or a bot or anything like that. So I relapsed for a while, and then again I picked up and started again. I think it had improved the design as well, which I found really good compared to the previous one. I've been using it for some time now. I found that if I use this app in the morning, it sets my mind in a positive frame for the rest of the day. So rather than starting off with a deficit with the depressed mood, I actually feel like there's a positive start to the day. I really feel that this has improved the mood considerably. With the affirmations, I use scripture type verses that reflect that I'm reliant on God's strength. He helped me as well as other things within. So I play them every morning, and I pray through them, which again gives me reassurance that I'm not alone, that I've got God to assist me. And I had a vision board set up with health as the main topic, with things that I want to achieve as far as health goes, like walking 5,000 steps, doing an hour of strength training, and things like that. So I visualize through them each morning as well. And then I will go through the daily Zen and find some of the quite interesting and helpful. I found the gratitude stories very interesting, helpful, and inspiring, depending on what they are. I do this as a part of my morning routine straight after breakfast. It's been very effective, so I don't want to stop doing it because I'm in a good place at the moment, and I feel that's contributed to it. All right, guys. Bear with me. Hold on just a second, guys. Hold on just a minute. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being in here. Just trying to get this back over here. Not crazy says, I'm in a disguise. All right, guys. What do y'all think? Do y'all have any gratitude journals or any journeys? Do y'all have any gratitude like stories that you would like to come up and say, if y'all want to come up and say anything about a gratitude story, just like say link or something like that, because I'm not gonna put it up if nobody's gonna come up, and then you know what I mean. So if y'all have any stories of gratitude and want to come up on panel and share it with us, and you're comfortable sharing it with us, I would love to hear it. And that would just kind of go hand in hand of stories of gratitude. So y'all let me know if y'all want, if anybody wants to come up and say any stories of gratitude. If there's anything in your life or anything that you've seen, you know, we can come up and do a few stories if you have any, because I think it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, I'm so yes, I'm so grateful on my end. I'm so grateful for, my mother that birthed me. She's an amazing mother. My husband that married me, Rebel. All our children, not just the children that I birthed, but all of our children, and we got a bunch. And then baby James, and I'm thankful or very grateful to good Lord in heaven above for making me and giving him to my precious mama so she could be my mom, and making Rebel so he could be my better half, and making our babies so they can, be a part of us. I'm so grateful for our house that we live in. I mean, granted that the house is small, but with rent being so high everywhere, guys, we took what we could. When we stayed in a motel room for almost 9 months, I'm extremely grateful for what we have now. We had, like I said, it might be a small house, it's a 2-bedroom, but we've turned it into a home rather than a motel room. And it's a motel room. You can't cook dinner, you can't make it into a home. It's just bed and a TV, pretty much, or beds and a TV. And we did that for almost a year, because the house that we was living in, our landlord wanted to retire, and he put the house up on the market and it got sold. Well, of course, we had to move out, and we couldn't find anything at that time, because three-bedroom house, we needed 3-bedroom, but we couldn't afford it. The rent is skyrocketed around here. A 3-bedroom, rent wise, not rent to own and not mortgage, a 3-bedroom, the cheapest one we could find rent wise was $1,600 a month rent, not including nothing else, just rent, because it's a 3-bedroom. I was like, we can't afford that. We're on a very, very, very limited income, live paycheck to paycheck, and it was $1,600. $1,600 down, $1,600 last month's rent, $1,600 deposit. I was like, holy crap. Yes, and unfortunately, in this area, Bristol, Tennessee, Bristol, Virginia, they are putting up a casino. So unfortunately, things are going to go skyrocket more, because kind of like they're going to have, like, I know in Las Vegas or around places that have casinos, the rent is extremely high. Well, they're putting up we actually have a casino now, but they're putting up the Hard Rock hotel with it. So we have a casino, but they have to make the Hard Rock hotel. So once they get all that up together, rent's going to skyrocket, especially if you live close to that area. But yeah, $1,600 a month, not including nothing. That was just rent, not including your lights, your water, your internet, your necessities. No, just rent. And that was on the cheaper end. Some 3-bedrooms we've seen was $2,400 a month. Yeah, I about had a heart attack. I was like, well, I'm extremely thankful for what we have. It's better than a motel room. I mean, it might be small, we might be cramped, but I'm extremely grateful for our home. It is way better than a motel room, hands down. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Not crazy. Absolutely. No lie, honey. Like I said, it's crazy that because me and Rebel, we don't we're on a limited income, and so we literally live paycheck to paycheck. Thank you, paper cutscene, honey. We literally live paycheck to paycheck. So and sometimes it's not enough. So I mean, I can't imagine, you know, I can't imagine what people are going through. I really can't. I really can't, guys. It's crazy. And you can go to the grocery store and get $100 worth of food, and it's nothing. And they think, I'm extremely grateful for the little bit of help that we can get, you know. But they think, if you get food stamps that it's supposed to last you all month, and it doesn't. And they think that it does, but it really doesn't. So you just have to be extremely grateful for what you have, and try to be. Yes, there's not a link, honey. You just touch the dollar sign at the bottom. The dollar sign at the bottom, honey. If you're on your phone, it's a little dollar sign box beside the emoji circle. Thank you so much for sending $5, Tina. I appreciate that, darling. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And I heard you sing earlier today or last night. No, I think it was today. I sent $5 to your PayPal, Becca. Sincerely, thank you for the wonderful gratitude topic and for the fun I have doing karaoke with you, Rebel, and your guests. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Much love to you, sweetie. But yeah, if you're on your phone, or I'm not really for sure if you're on your phone or there should be, when you're going into chat, it should be down at the bottom. You got a smiley face, which is the emojis. Then there's a dollar sign. It's like a little square box beside the emojis, and it has a dollar sign. And then you can a thing where you talk. I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't know how things look on phones or tablets, but as far as I could see, I could see it right here. It looks like an emoji, and then it has a little square box that looks like this, and it has a dollar sign inside of it. And you click on that, and it says super sticker and super chat. Like I said, I don't have memberships yet, but eventually I'll get them. Oh, thank you, Tina, honey. Oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, I'm seriously grateful for everything that I have in my life. Granted, everybody struggles, and that's what sucks about it, guys. That's what sucks about it. But you got to be grateful for what you have. You heard these stories that we went across. Like I always say, you never know what somebody's going through. You have no idea what somebody's going through, or what they're currently going through, or what they went through in their past. So sorry. So just be kind of one another. Be grateful, be thankful for what you have, because you could, it could be worse. You don't know what people are going through. Just be humble, be grateful. What, crazy lady? Guess what? What are you saying? Guess what over? Guess what? What are you saying? Guess what over, honey? Hold on, babe. I'll get it to you. I'm not going to pin it. I'm just going to put it in chat. So hold on a minute. Once you grab it, I'll just delete it unless somebody else wants to come up. 2 weeks will be 30 years married to my husband. Oh, congratulations, sweetheart. Yes, I'm grateful for my family too, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys. Y'all can, me and Rebel both are. Y'all, we cannot do what we do without all you amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. So we are extremely grateful for you guys. And here comes Rebel, guys. Hold on a minute. If somebody wants to the link again, just put it in there because I deleted it. Hey, babe.
What's up, everybody?
Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being in here. It
Oops,
truly means a lot.
I forgot to hit the like.
You better hit that like. I'll whip your butt.
I hit it when you first made it. Remember?
Oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much, sweetie. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you, honey. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, darling. Oh, Ghost Devil. He's back in here.
What's up, Ghost Devil? My brother from another mother down under.
Aw, Not Crazy said, God has blessed me with a wonderful man. I've known him since 4th grade. Wow. He's my best friend, protector, husband, and the whole enchilada. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mine is the same way. Mine's my ride or die. Yes, it did work, Paper Cut Tina, honey. Thank you so much, sweetheart. You didn't have to do that, but thank you.
She's known me since the 4th grade.
4th grade.
You wouldn't even thought of it.
Lord, no.
That's it. Oh, Ghost, we got to make Becca some videos for super chats and super for when they become family, not members. I keep saying that. Sorry, guys. You know better than me saying that.
And figure out little emojis or whatever to put by their name. You know, like Rebel's got the free bird. We're going to have to do like a little angel emoji or something, a colorful angel emoji or something. I don't know. I don't know. Because y'all know I like the bright colors, the rainbows and the tie-dye and all that stuff. And of course,
there's that groupie.
There's our groupie, hippie grandma, our groupie. Digger Duck said you got to tell him again.
Hey, Paper Cut.
Yeah, because like I said, once I get that paper in the mail and I send it in or however that works, Rebel knows about it. They send you a piece of paper or something in the mail and it's got a pin on it, and then you have to turn it in, and then I should be able to get memberships. But right now, I've got super chats, super thanks, and I think super stickers. I believe. I think so.
I don't know what a super thanks is. I don't see it. So the super thanks may be a couple of days, and all the super thanks is if you're after you go live, if somebody wants to send you something that way.
Oh, okay. Because I'm a learning, guys. I'm learning. I'm still fresh. I mean, like I've been monetized for a while, but like I said, they put it on hold to get my ID and address.
Hippie Grandma said I saw my crush earlier.
Oh, did you really, Hippie Grandma?
Where'd you see Elvis
at? Elvis was live, and I didn't get to go over there and say hi to him. He was live.
Oh, was he?
Oh, you're a YouTube newbie. Well, I've been actually, guys, we're gonna have some kind of, I don't know, like a karaoke party or something. When we've been doing it for almost a year. Let me tell you guys exactly what date, and I don't even know what date that is on. But hold on a minute. Let me tell you guys.
Go to your page and go to about.
Join November the 18th of 2022. So
actually,
in 2 months. In 2 months, it'll be 1 year that I've been doing
couple days before I turn 55.
Let's see what day that is on. Let me see what day that's on, guys. November the 18th. November the 18th is on a Saturday. Woo woo karaoke party. Yes. We're going to have a hell of a karaoke party, guys. On November the 18th is my 1 year of doing this stream.
Can I get drunk?
Without all you wonderful people. So November the 18th is going to be a hell of a karaoke party. Woo,
Can I get drunk? Yes. Can I get drunk?
No.
Can I wear your bra and panties again?
Yes. So 2 months from today, this is it's still the September the 18th. So exactly 2 months from today, we're gonna throw a hell of a karaoke party because it'll be the year that it'll be 1 year since I've been doing this stream with all you amazing people. 1 year. That's hard to believe. It's already been 10 months. That's crazy. Time flies by when you're having fun.
You didn't even hear me, did you?
Yeah, you're gonna get naked and you're gonna wear my underwear and my bra.
Yeah. I'm telling you, 2 months away.
I know. It's crazy.
That reminds me of the. I will. That reminds me of that commercial of.
Thank you, Rev. Thank you so much, brother. And Rebels is be October something. I can't remember what it is. Does it show on yours too, babe?
Yeah, just go to my community.
Let me see what his is because he's got to do a hell of a one too.
But she talking about.
Yes, you have, Rev.
No, I was trying to say what Not Crazy was talking about. Where'd the time go? I was thinking about the guy, the commercial used to come on TV. The guy was going out to make the donuts and he run into himself because the time was going by so quick.
Babe, it says January 24th, 2017. That's not right.
No, mine was October.
I don't know.
Go to my very first video.
Okay, hold on 1 minute. You got a boatload, so give me just a second. Because that's when you set up your YouTube. That's not when you set up your actually stream. Your page. Hold on a minute. And he's got a boatload of videos, so y'all gonna have to give me a second.
I think mine's in October.
Yeah, right, that's when I made mine. As soon as I made mine, that's when I went live.
Are we behind or something?
Okay.
Or do you just like talking over me?
No, I'm not behind. Your very first chat was streamed 11 months ago. So yours is, I don't know what date that is. Hold on 1 minute. Let me see what date this is. Does it show the date? It don't show the date.
Hold on.
I don't show the date. October the 6th. So here in like 2 weeks, October the 6th, 2022, babe, was your very first stream. October the 6th. October the 6th, guys. So whatever day October 6th is, which is in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's on a Friday. It's on a Friday, babe. You'll have to do one hell of a party too. It's on the Friday.
October. And I had 67 views.
Yeah, October the 6th, 2022.
Yep.
I found it. It took me a minute.
You had to, all you got to do is open the videos up.
I did, but I had to scroll.
All right, guys, I just wanted to jump up here and say hi. Lives are set up for tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and Thursday. You don't want to miss Thursday night.
No.
I've been teaching Becca.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. What are you going to teach me, babe?
I've been teaching you. You've been watching it with me at night. Hippie Grandma said Terry can appear.
You were going to tell him. Yes, Terry Forever, make the year anniversary. What?
If you go look, they're all set up.
I'm hitting likes. Hold on a minute. I know they're all set
up. What time tomorrow? Mine's probably 8:30 on all of them. Except Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday's 10:30 p.m. Yeah. Yep, 8:30 tomorrow, 8:30 Wednesday.
Yep. Tomorrow night's Veterans Night.
Mm.
I don't even remember what it was. You all
The
right?
importance, I sneezed. The importance of honoring our veterans.
Yeah. Wednesday night is Summer Wells, Hawkins County, and Ronnie Lawson. The police down there just fucking everything up.
Thank you, crazy lady. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so his is October the 6th, and mine is November the 18th. So he was streaming for like a month and a half before I even started mine. Almost 2 months. Trina, you better go to bed. It's 12 o'clock, child. Yeah, so we're going to have a hell of a party them times. Party on YouTube. Woo, 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 woo.
Is that why they have a blackout on the scanner? You talking about in Tennessee? Oh, she heard it. Undercover Mermaid. And thank y'all for the kind words. Thank y'all for the kind words that y'all said in there.
Yes, thank you. It means a lot. Thank you so much, honey.
Are you talking about Tennessee now runs digital, or not digital, what do they call it? They run off of satellite. They run satellite, so you got to have a special kind of scanner down there in Tennessee now to catch some of them. Now, they still use analog sometimes, but that's for just like local piddly stuff, like if they need to go pick up a drunk or something. The most important stuff they run off of satellites. And the scanners that you got to use for that is quite costly.
Mm-hmm. But Virginia just has the regular scanners, right?
They're still analog, yeah.
Oh, not crazy lady. Do you do flea market, honey? Just I have markets till 7:30 those 3 evenings. Is it like a flea market? I mean, I ain't trying to be nosy. I'm just kind of curious. You do like flea markets, honey? Oh, farmer's market. Kind of like what I was just talking about, the story. Okay, cool. That's cool. Awesome.
That's a fat boy's favorite kind of market.
I went and saw my peaches. Peaches and maters and cantaloupe and watermelon.
And none of it Becca likes.
Nope. Peaches are fuzzy. I can't deal with the texture. I think a lot of mine's texture.
Becca didn't know what a cat head biscuit was. She didn't know about the big ass tomatoes you can put on a cat head biscuit.
Yeah, they're like this big.
No. A little bigger. No, not that much. Yep. You didn't know what a windowsill tomato was? I love windowsill tomatoes.
Guys, I live a shelter. I mean, I'm not now. I'm not as much as I was. But growing up.
Baby on a banana?
No. I couldn't do nothing. Like I told you guys, my sperm donor was a preacher and was an extremely stern man. Like,
oh, don't worry about that. Not crazy.
You're fine. Not crazy, honey. One of my mods put her channel link in. I didn't know you had a channel, sweetheart, or I would have told them to put it in there a long time ago. I didn't know. I'm all about, we support one another, don't we, babe?
Yep.
I didn't even know you had one, honey. Let's see if I can find you on chat, and then I can try to find it. Give me just a minute.
You need to check your email.
Yeah, I don't care. Huh? Hold on, wait a minute. I'm trying to find her channel. Okay, let's see. Let me get her about section. Do I go all the way to the about where it says about all the way at the end?
What are
when
you
I
trying
get
to do?
her link?
Oh, hold on.
I think I got it.
No, you don't go. Baby, get to the top in the search bar.
Yeah, I am. And I went to the about, but it says
No,
youtube.com/@crazylady/about.
is it Crazy Lady?
Yeah. There we go. You have 62 subs now, honey. I sub to you, darling. You're welcome. Yeah, yes, sweetheart. I didn't know that you had a channel. See, y'all don't tell me. I don't know. I'm all
You got how
about
many?
supporting each other.
She's got how many?
Hold on 1 minute.
Check that again.
65 now, girl. Woo, woo. 65. Yes. 65. Moving on up, sister. Moving on up. Woo, woo. Like I said, we're all about supporting one another. I mean, why not? Why not? Life is too short. Hold on, Rift. I'll get yours, brother. You're welcome. You're welcome, honey. Hold on just a minute, Rift. I'll get it for you. Dang it. Y'all go to Rifts and you'll see his beautiful baby girl. She's so pretty. She's precious.
I think Hippie Grandma's already got. There's Rift right there. Hippie Grandma got it.
Well, me and Hippie Grandma put it in at the same time. Oh, well, it's okay. No, well.
Can I put mine in there?
Uh,
Mine, the Nightbot done mine. Don't. I'm playing.
did not bot do yours? Where is it?
Yeah, it does it.
Oh, okay. Making sure.
Telling me said hello, paper cut. Tell him I heard him on.
Hey. Hey, Demetrius. Yes, thank you, Hippie Grandma. I was getting ready to put mermaids in there. Thank you, Hippie Grandma, honey. Hippie Grandma's on it. I was getting ready to look at her name too.
All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. It's good seeing y'all. Thank y'all for supporting Becca. It really does mean a lot to her. She's all smiles when she comes in here after a show. Trust me, I see it all the time, every night. But it does help her. So I appreciate y'all doing that. But I am gonna jump off here. Thank you for coming in. Okay, I will. He's listening now. Good night, y'all. But don't forget to go over and hit the like button on the shows. There's 3 tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. And then Friday night is Bonfire on White Trash. Put White Trash in there if nobody's subbed up to that one, honey. And Saturday is 2 concerts, Iron Maiden during the day and Bad Company at night. So don't forget that. One is that they're all set up, so go check it out. And y'all share these channels out. Share Becca's, mine, White Trash.
Nightbot already slapped it in there before I could. Nightbot, you beat me to it. Look what Nightbot did.
I believe it hears.
Nightbot.
Seriously.
Hey, Nightbot, put Tattooed Rebels in there. Tattooed Rebels link. And Tina, she said that she has subs, but she don't have a channel where I'd put hers in there. Hey, Rift, when you get to 50 subs, brother, you can start going live. Yeah.
But thank you, Rift. We appreciate y'all. Because if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So we really do appreciate it and thank y'all so much.
Absolutely. Yes, we do.
All right. Babe, have fun. I'm
Look,
gonna sit here.
Nightbot heard me. Nightbots, you own it. I'm telling you, they must listen.
Nightbot put in We the People channel.
You ain't been live on that one in a
I ain't
minute.
went on that. Yeah, it's been a minute. I need to go over to that one.
Hippie grandma put paper cut Tina.
Tina's gonna have more than 69 subs now.
She gonna have more. Tina, you're gonna have to do little short videos or something. Nightbot's gonna mom its own. Tina, honey, I guess you're just gonna have to start doing little short videos of you singing songs or something to that effect. Because you got subs sitting there waiting.
Tina, you got more than 69. You got 72 now.
Woo woo. Woo woo. She's already at the 50 mark. She can go live now. I'm just saying, you don't have to do lives, but you can do little short videos, like sing a little short song. They give you a minute when you do the short videos. 1 minute, so you could sing something in a minute. Or like I need to get back on. I need to get back on my short videos, but I would do a positive quote every day.
All right, babe, I'm gonna get off here and let you have your show. Everybody, y'all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow night on Tattooed Rebel for the veterans. Y'all be good, stay safe. I love each and every one of you. And
all right, babe. I'm getting ready to jump off here anyway, but
you can have fun.
All right.
All right, I love y'all.
Love you. Yes, you can go live on 50 subs. Yes. Y'all get Rift to 50, guys. I don't know how many you got, Rift. Because I know he wants to go live. You got 33. You need 17 more. Y'all go sub up to Rift. Go sub up to Rift so he can go live. Once you get 50 subs or more, you can start going live. Woo woo. Yes. No, you're 33. Rift, you're 33. Lord, I've been subbed up to you for a while, but you're 33 now. Yay. Have Rift post this channel. I thought I put it in there. I know. I'll go on your panel at 50. Are you going to sing a song on the karaoke weekends? Because his wife said, you need to get up there and sing a song. And that one time she was like fighting with him to hit the link. Fighting with him to hit the link. I bought it right there. Tina, it's right underneath where Riff says, I'll go on your panel at 50 subs. You have a channel too, Deanna? You haven't done anything with it for about 10 months? Wow. I didn't know that, honey. See, I don't know. Nobody tells me nothing. I don't know. Y'all don't tell me. How am I gonna show support to you guys if y'all don't tell me y'all have a channel? You gotta tell me so we can share your links. So you can share your links, honey. You gotta tell us. Let's see. Well, because I feel like I'm breaking my own arm. You're welcome. You're welcome, Rift. You're welcome. Rift has 34 now. Oh, you're getting closer. You're getting closer, Rift. Like I said, I'm pretty sure, I'm about 99.9% sure at 50 subs you can go live. But when you set up your live, I'm just letting you guys know because Rebel did this, I did this, a lot of people do this. You set up your live, you have to wait 24 hours before you can actually do your live. Yes. Let me see. Hold on just a minute. There you go. I found you, Deanna, honey. On it. A lot of you guys can just click on their names and should be able to go to channels like that. You're good, not crazy, honey. There you go. There you go, Deanna. I got you, darling. I got you. I subscribe to you. You have 28 subs now, Deanna. Woohoo! Yes. Yay! We're all about supporting one another. We really are. You're welcome, Deanna. You're welcome, darling. Now you have to put some more videos up. Put some more videos up, guys. I'm a good what do you call it, motivational type person, inspiration. So, y'all definitely, if anything, put you a short video up. Put you a short video up. And Tina, sweetheart, you have 73 subs. Y'all don't have to, like, in my opinion, you can go live. It's whatever you want to do. But if you just want to do short videos like Riff's doing right now, you can always go live. But if you don't feel comfortable going live and you don't have to worry about mods or nothing like that, you don't have to have actually like a channel like this. You can still put up short videos and stuff like that. Good night, Trinity. I love you. There's different ways. You don't necessarily have to go live, and you don't have to have mods or none of that stuff. You can just do little videos. Because I think, wasn't this the first place that you sung at, Tina, honey? Wasn't it here the very first time that you sung? Yeah, because was it on? I didn't know you sang a song on Rebels. When? I don't remember you singing a song on Rebels. I don't remember you singing a song on Rebels. That must have been a while back. Oh Lord. That's what I said. Even if you don't feel comfortable doing lives like this and having mods and all, you can always do just short videos of music or you dancing or showing your fur babies or whatever. There are all different kinds things to do. A Chow and Newfoundland mix. Wow. Oh, you guys, while we're talking about animals, please send me on Facebook or email pictures of your fur babies, because the more pictures that we get of the fur babies, whatever kind of, love you, honey. Love you, Tina, darling. Love you, sweetheart. I'll see you soon. Anyway, please send in your fur babies pictures. And what we need is pictures of your fur babies and their names. Send it to me on my email or on my Facebook, because we're going to make it as a game. Like, I'm going to put up the picture and y'all guess who the animal belongs to, whatever kind of animal. It could be a fish, it could be whatever. Whatever animal it belongs to and what the animal's name is. I'll be the only person know, and of course the people that send it to me. But we're gonna it's gonna be a little game, but I can't do it until I get enough pictures to make it an interesting, fun game. So please send in your Nightbot's really listening because it posted my email. Send in the pictures of your fur babies to either my email or my Facebook. About the veterans, honey? You talking about the lady that does the veterans, honey? I don't think I've seen the fur babies yet, because I remember you sending me about that lady about the veterans. Okay, honey. Yeah, make sure when you send the pictures, put their names, because I won't know unless you tell me. Like, okay, like if you have a dog, the tan dog is such and such, and the black dog is such and such, or whatever. Just so I know, and it'll be a guessing game. Like, I'll put the picture up, and then I'll have the name in Messenger or whatever, and you'll guess who the fur baby belongs to and what the fur baby's name is. So that way we can, since y'all are fam to us, we can, to each and every one of us, we can get to meet the fam fur babies. He's like, I'm really young. Yoda. Here's one of them. See, here's one of our fur babies.
My therapy puppy.
It's Trinity's baby.
He sleeps with me.
He's a corgi Chihuahua mix. I don't know, it's some kind of special name, but he's a corgi. Look at his humongous ears. His huge ears.
He sleeps with me most nights, and then whenever I go to school, he comes in bed with mom and dad because he misses me.
And he's got a curly tail that touches the back. It curls up like a pug's,
if you pick him up,
but it touches his back.
Hold on, if you pick him up like higher, I'll show him.
Now he's got huge ears. Huge ears.
Yes. Show him.
See, he's got huge ears.
Now show him his tail.
I don't know if you could see his tail. See his tail? He's a little fella. He's like 10 pounds. He's not real big. He looks like a fox. He's red. Yeah. He's red and tan. You can't really see. Now you can see him a little bit better. He's really red. Everybody said that he looks like a little baby fox.
That's why we named him Yoda, because of the big fat
Yoda.
ears.
Yoda.
Thank you.
Oh. You ready to go to sleep, Yoda?
He's like, yes, please.
Well, y'all are already cheating, but it's okay. This is, hold on. Oh, don't it, Yoda. This is Yoda. Say hi. Yoda, outside. Hold on. I'm trying to show his ears. Don't it, Yoda. Would you quit? Look at his ears.
No, you already went outside.
Look at him. He's the center of attention. Yoda. He's a good boy, Yoda.
Go outside. 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 What treat?
Yeah.
He's a sweet boy, but sometimes when you like get near his face, he'll bite you sometimes. Though.
He does got the corgi ears or whatever it's called. Yes, he does. Yeah, I was named when we got him. When we got him, we've had him for about a year or something like that, 6 months to a year. Anyway, when we got him, they named him Mr. Wilson. And I was like, he don't look like a Mr. Wilson. And he put his ears up when I said Mr. Wilson. He don't even know his name. He don't even know that name now. But he put his ears up, and I was like, nope, he looks like Yoda off of Star Wars. So this is Yoda. So it's already a little it's already a lead. Yeah, Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson. Yoda. 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 Yoda.
He's like, I want the center of attention.
He's tired. Look at him. He's like, okay, I'm going to
I'm
sleep. This is
drowsy.
ridiculous.
I'm drowsy. Give me to bed. He likes his ears rubbed though. It makes him fall
Well,
asleep.
yeah, they called him Mr. Wilson. I was like, don't you look at me like that. You don't know that name. Mr. Wilson? Yoda? Yoda. Yeah. He likes the belly rubbed.
No, he likes his booty rubbed.
I like the belly rub. Hey, guys.
But he mostly like his ears and in the middle
He's
of his
spoilt.
eyes.
Can you tell?
And
Sounds spoiled rotten.
by me.
Yoda.
What's that?
Yoda.
I said. Am I sweet?
Yoda. Yoda. Yoda.
The way you just whistled and he arched his back.
And every morning, you know, Trinity, this when they get on the school bus to go to school, I have to hold him and he has to wave to the bus driver every morning.
Yeah, we go. Hi.
The bus driver loves Yoda.
He loves my puppy.
Yoda, and if he's not out there, he's like, "Is Yoda okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's fine. He just didn't want to come outside. He's cold or whatever." And he's like, "Well, tell my buddy." I said, "Hey." So the bus driver just loves Yoda. So he always he says, "Hi, Yoda," and Yoda's hi.
Yeah, Mom just takes his paws and goes, wee wee. He's like, take me to bed.
He's a sweet baby.
He's like, take me to bed.
Kisses. Kisses.
Thank you.
I need to get him one. I need to get him a little sweater. He's got a lot of fur, though. I'm telling you guys. I don't know if y'all can see. Here, hold on for just a minute. He's got a lot of fur. See? He's got a lot of fur. He's got a buttload of fur.
Fergalicious.
He's got a lot of fur, guys. Yeah, that's one of our fur babies. That's a little cheat. I'll still show the pictures, but that's a little cheat. Because not everybody knows his name. But y'all don't say nothing. Shh.
Just put it in the comments and tell them how you spell it.
No, we're
Yes.
gonna do a guessing game when we get all the
Yes.
pictures.
Yay. I just put my dog's name.
Yeah, he would look cute in the sweater.
He would though.
But he's Houdini. Like, seriously. I got him a little cage for when we go to work and stuff.
Because he
And-
pees on the floor and stuff.
And because he's not very old. So, you know, dogs still have accidents. So I have puppy pads down and stuff like that. But anyway, and he's not fixed or nothing like that. And he wants him a girlfriend, let's put it that way. But anyway, so I'll put him in his little crate. And that when we first got him, I put him in the crate and he would take his paw and escape, or he would flip his crate over because his crate's not real big. He's not a big dog. He would flip his crate over and kick out the bottom part of the crate, a little tray, and walk out of. I don't know how he did it, but he would kick the tray out from underneath the the dog, the little dog crate. Flip over, kick the tray out. It looks like a little litter tray. Kick the tray out, flip it over,
Here,
and
I'll
I guess
show 'em what the
stand
trays looks like.
with the box around them, and then figure out a way. Hold on, Trinity, and figure out a way to open the door and escape.
Hold him.
So
hold
we would open the door, and he would be standing on our kitchen table.
Hold him, and I'll show him what the
Trinity,
crate
they know
looks
what a crate looks like. You need to go to sleep, child.
like. No joke.
It's almost 1:00 in the morning. Yeah, he's so we nicknamed him Yodini. Yodini, Houdini, and Yoda. Yodini, Yodini, Yodini. You're a good boy. Come here, Yodini.
You're showing.
Yodini. I said his name. He come running. Yodini, you're a good boy.
This type of crate, and he would take it and push it out.
Yoda.
Yeah.
See, he's got a buttload of fur. He's a little dog, but he's got like wrinkles of fur. I got wrinkles of fur. Yoda. Yodini. Yeah, this is Trinity's fur baby. But when Trinity goes to school, he's up my rear end. Hi, buddy. Yeah, you're sleepy, ain't you? Say, Mama, we got to go to bed. We got school in the morning. I get to go say hi to my bus driver.
All right, come on.
Say night, guys. Say good night.
Adios, amigos.
Say night, night. Go sleep, okay? Yeah, you're a good boy. I love all kinds of animals.
I love turtles. That's my favorite. Those are my favorite.
Not crazy said good night, Yoda and Trinity. Yes. But yeah, that's one of our fur babies. We got 2 other ones, but that's just a little cheat. Yeah, he's a sweet dog. He really is. But he's got that, I think he's, like I said, a Chihuahua and Corgi mix or whatever it's called. And he's a little bouncer. Like, you know how if you take them outside, how Chihuahuas like to run, they run in relays and relays and relays. He likes to do that. So he's not very old. He's full of energy. Yeah, he's full of energy. Definitely. Definitely full of energy. Yeah. Especially if we take him out of our crate, you know, when we go to work and we come home and we take him outside, he goes in like massive circles. I'm like, calm down, calm down. And he's going crazy. Oh, do you? I'm telling you guys. But just having an animal just makes, you know, if you're upset or whatever, because, you know, animals love you unconditionally no matter what. You know, when they say a dog's best friend or a cat's your best friend or whatever, I think it's true. Dogs and animals can sense things just like children can. So, you know, they can sense good people. They can sense, you know, if you're going to be mean to them or whatever the case may be. So they're really sweet animals. When I get home from being out for a while, she makes a fuss. Oh, how sweet. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like they have anxiety, like separation anxiety. And so when you get home, they go all crazy because they're excited to see you. Like our other fur baby. Yoda does too. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. They both know when the youngins are coming home from school. They'll be sitting close to the door. They both know. As soon as they open the door, they get mauled. They get mauled. Exactly. We just walk out to the mailbox, and when we get back, they act like they haven't seen us in months. Exactly. It's like, geez, I just went outside. But they get upset. And Lord, I'm telling you, animals can pout. Good Lord, have mercy. They can pout. Whew. And they get so jealous. Hey, BH, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. They get so jealous. Oh, my goodness gracious. BH, if you have any fur babies, send them to my Facebook Messenger or my email, because here, once I get enough pictures up, we are going to guess the fur baby's name and who the fur baby belongs to. So if you have any dogs, cats, turtles, fish, whatever, send them to me in my Facebook Messenger if you don't have me on Facebook, or my email if you do have any. Because once I get up enough pictures, then we're going to do that. It's going to be guess the animal, a guessing game. Guess the animal, as in who the I can't even talk. Who the animal belongs to and what the animal's name might be. And I know a lot of people have a bunch of animals, so I didn't know if you did or not, BH. But if you do, send it to my Facebook, not popped it in there, or send me a friend's request if you're. I don't know if I'm friends with you or not, or send me an email with the pictures and their names. I have to have the pictures and their names. And if you have more than one animal, like I was saying earlier, the white one is such and such, the gray one is such and such, the multicolored one is such and such. So that way I know, Yes, I'm getting ready to jump off here, guys, because I have to get up early in the morning for these kiddos to get on the school bus. But thank you guys so much for coming in here. Also, if y'all haven't voted, please go in the community page and vote for who we are going to be talking about on Sunday. And it's made a difference in a lot of people's lives, made a positive change, might still be making a difference in a lot of people's lives. Please go over there and vote. We have 4 different names, and it was posted today. We already got some votes in, but I'm going to keep the poll up until we go live Wednesday night for the open panel, and then that's when I will tell you guys what who we are going to be talking about on Sunday night. There's 4 different names. There's 2 male names and 2 female names. So all you have to do is open up the community page on my channel, and it's the first post as soon as you open it up, and click on whoever you would like to hear. We're eventually going to talk about all of them, but I want you guys to be involved too. Y'all were involved as in giving me the names. So I want you guys to be involved as in picking out who we talk about, So, yes, please go over there and, like I said, vote if y'all haven't done so. But I'm going to keep it up for a couple of days. And that way, because I know a lot of people, work and stuff like that, and they can't always make it to a live. So that's why it's in the community page. So you can go over there and vote anytime. But make sure you can only vote once. So make sure that you're whoever you would like to hear, make sure you vote, because you can't take it away and then add it back, if that makes sense. Have a good night, Kenzie. Thank you so much for coming, sweetheart. Good night, Deanna. Love you, honey. Have a good night. Love to all. But I'm getting ready to jump off here. But please go over there and vote tomorrow night before y'all jump off here. I'm going live tomorrow at 10:30, and we are covering, before y'all leave, I want to tell y'all real fast. We are covering 10:30 tomorrow night Eastern. We are covering ways to be an adult. Ways to be an adult. Tonight we're going to be talking about ways to be an adult. How does being an adult affect your mental health and well-being? The struggle is real. That's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow night, guys, at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. So I hope to see all you beautiful people here. And Rebel goes live at 8:30, and I go live at 10:30 Eastern. So y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you guys so much for coming in here. Hit that like, share, subscribe if y'all haven't done so. I always say this before I go. You don't know what people are going through, so please just be kind to one another. Be grateful of what you have. Be thankful for what you have. And, you know, just be kind to one another. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what they went through in their life. And also just be careful with your words, because they might be easily forgiven, but they're never going to be forgotten from once they are said. So please just be kind to one another. Be a positive change in somebody's life. Don't be better than nobody else, but be a better person than you was yesterday. Be a difference in somebody's life. Just remember the stories we covered tonight, guys. And also, if you are watching the replay, please leave me a comment. I've replied to every comment. So please leave me a comment, hit the like, and hit the subscribe if y'all haven't done so. The replay people, and let me know what you think. But I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Rebels at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, where he talks about our veterans. And then I will see you guys tomorrow night on mine at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, where we talk about being an adult, the struggles of being an adult, basically. But I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. Virtual hugs sent y'all's way. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Much love to you guys. And thank you so much. Peace. See ya.